make money. It's what it's designed for.
A chin wag.
A chin wag.
A chin wag.
This is a chin wag.
What is a chin wag?
Just sitting there talking.
Yeah.
Wagging your chin.
Yeah. How are you? How's everybody? Good to see you.
I'm doing fine, Michael Bathurst.
I love Happs. I think Happs.
So do I.
I love my camera too. If I can get it set up here. Okay.
Oh wait, let me take you off until you're set up there. I'm bad. My bad.
I'm good. We're good.
What's up, Kenny?
It's all entertainment. We're good now.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
But I mean, I think that point needs to be made. This platform is actually designed for you to make money.
Well, you don't have to make money. It's a choice, right? You can make money if you'd like.
Hey, Max.
Hey, Max. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Max.
I'm sorry, Michelle. I wasn't talking about. Yep, you're stealing my vernacular here. No, I'm honoring it. No, my apologies, Michelle. If anybody misinterpreted that, there are a lot of people on this platform that like to cause trouble, poke the bear, criticize people, and there are a lot of people on this network that come to me and tell me what you guys are doing, and I can choose to believe it or not. But yeah, so if we love Happs, we can't have ideas to help it be better. Did I say that? But discoverability isn't. It's not in play. It's in beta. You want to do discoverability yourself? Amen. You want to go to Peter? You want to go to David? You want to go to Mark? You want to go to Drew and say, I want discoverability or I'm leaving? They could say, well, then we'll give you discoverability. Or they'll say, there's the door. I mean, they're not like that, but, discoverability it's just not in play here. It's in beta. And so anyway, I'll shut up. Hi, guys. What's going on?
Do you know the good thing? If you put the numbers down, they won't be as glitchy because it takes up a lot of the CPU. I noticed that on my own broadcast.
What are we taking down?
If you take down the numbers that are up on the top when you start a broadcast, I think then you'll have no problems having multiple guests in. But for some reason, having how much you make up there, for some reason,
don't ever do a Scottish accent around Leggy Lady.
It's frozen, right? Is it freezing? Is it freezing?
It's freezing a little bit, yeah. But I don't think it's you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, we're frozen. and it's because the computer is having problems. Well, there's number one because there's so many comments. We got so many people rocking in here, and the other thing which is super awesome. But I personally have loved the experience. I think you have to promote yourself. I love guys like Max. I've never met him. I love your broadcasts. They're fun. So thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. And
thank you.
Yeah, I think you have a really beautiful energy, and we need more people like you on this network. So thank you for being here.
Hey, guys, I'm going to reset. Here we go.
Yeah, reset.
And everything else, so you can just take that out. No.
Just make me a director.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Eleanor Marie.
Hello, Eleanor.
Hello, Michael.
Your director.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm glad you're
Thanks,
here.
Pablo.
Hi, Max.
Everyone watching, please
Eleanor.
Refresh.
I'm fine. Did you lose your way there after all those?
Pablo, you're a good man. Appreciate it. But yeah, look, we can continue this conversation right here, which is fine. Again, I got to go get my little guy some stuff so he can go outside and play.
Yeah,
so you guys will be in charge. But we can also have a more formalized discussion where we promote it for a while, because if you guys want discoverability, I really believe we can do it on our own. And Max, I want to hear your points. So know that I've got headphones on, so I'll be able to hear you. All right. So I'm going to jump out for a second. Eleanor will take me out. I got to help my son and keep the dialogue going. So, and just great to have both of you up here, and bring anybody else up, Eleanor, that wants to come up. So,
okay.
No.
Thanks, Colin.
You. And thanks, Rev. I guess my point is I did this last week and Pablo was there and a couple of people is that it's just fascinating to me. I mean, my my broadcasts were called "I don't get it." I still don't get it, and it was kind of like I would go to the trending list, and then I go to the discover list, and I'm not even kidding you. There's people that are trending that are literally have nothing happening on their screen and they have YouTube playing in the background, and they've been on for like 7 hours, and they're trending. I'm like, I don't understand that. I don't understand it. I don't get it. How is that person on a trending list? And they don't have a lot of followers and everything. So I'm like, well, it's not the followers, it's not the content. So that's where I'm still willing to understand what the whole thing is. As far as, categories and stuff goes, it's kind of interesting. Because, ultimately people do different things, Some people are only cooks. Some people are only artists. Some people are only cosmologists. And then, of course, I'm spiritual and fun, and we do other things, And so I think that that's just an interesting kind of thing to look at about how it's going. And Pablo, who's here, he said, oh, no, it's not an algorithm thing. But how can that not be an algorithm thing? I don't get it. Does that make sense, Michael?
Are you frustrated more that people aren't putting the level of energy they need into to make the content better? Is that part of what I'm hearing from you?
No. What everyone else does, Michael, is not
their
any
business.
Of
yeah,
I don't get it.
I
just don't understand. And then I don't know, Michael, if you see this and anyone else, is that we see the same, like maybe 10 people that comes up over and over, which is great. I like a lot of those people, and they're great. But I kind of like randomly this morning or yesterday morning, I discovered this really great woman in Finland just randomly. And I was like, why haven't I seen her before? She's awesome. I'm going to follow her. But that's rare. That's kind of rare. That's what I'm kind of talking about.
Are you happy with the quality of the app, though? I'm just curious. Are you because
for the most part,
yeah,
the most part, yeah. I think that we were just today on my broadcast. I do let's see about the whatever called the numbers, whatever, and it was only 5 seconds latency. Right? The latency. It was only 5 seconds. I was like, oh my god, it's only 5 seconds. That's so good. Yay. That's like one of the best I've ever seen. So
I've seen 5 seconds. I haven't seen it faster.
I love.
But yeah.
Right.
I love the community here. I really do. I know that it's not perfect, but it's like any relationship at the beginning. I think we go through the honeymoon phase, and I think some people feel like their product isn't being maybe put out there the way that it should. But I know about you, and I think you're awesome, and I think you're going to have to maybe, like I've had to build outside of Happs to do it. But I do love that we can multi-stream at the same time. That is phenomenal. That kicks. And it's seamless.
Hold on one second. Go ahead, Max. Sorry. Well, no, hold on. This is Michelle. We're having this discussion because we want to see more awesomeness, not complain or criticize on individuals. Don't get that idea. But seeing more individuals who are awesome is not on the table right now. We're in beta. I know you want it. If you want it, make it happen outside the discoverability that Happs could provide. But they never will be responsible for your discoverability. That's based, once discoverability is available, that's based on what they've determined the algorithm to be and how you fit within that thing. There's no obligation for Happs to give you discoverability. It's free. There's zero obligation. But if we want discovery before they give us discovery, we make it ourselves. I'm right there.
But I'm not sure if that's what she's saying. I mean, I think that I could be wrong, but I think it's more about and listen, almost all of us have come from Periscope, so
Mhm.
so there was the map, and then there was like you would just go and there'd be like so many people that you had no idea. Some people had one person, some people had 5,000 people. And maybe this is all just kind of a hangover from that and having that. And I don't think that it's about, I mean, maybe tell me if I'm wrong, Michelle, but it doesn't seem like it's only about your discoverability. It's about like finding other people.
I get that 100%. But what I'm saying is that's not available. It's not an option. It's not a feature. It's not a bug. It's not available.
Not yet.
I mean, it's just not.
No.
I mean, and anybody that's asking for it doesn't understand what a beta, means. What a startup means, what a corporate control over a business means. It's not available.
Max.
Yes, there are other things we can do. Yes, and I want to do that. I've been offering for 20 minutes for you guys to work together and make our own discoverability. But I haven't heard anybody say they come up with any other ideas or suggest anything. Shouldn't we make suggestions about discoverability? Yes, but don't expect those to be acted upon anytime soon. But yes, you should make them.
I think one of the best pieces of advice I got, if you want to become
I'm sorry,
discovered.
Lindsay. Hold on, Michael. I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm just stating what's available. So I'll take the beta stuff back, but it's not. I'm not trying to be insulting. It's just not available. It's not. It's not available. I don't. It's getting patronizing because I'm getting. There was very much belittling. Well, then I apologize for it, but I just don't know how many times it needs to be stressed that there is no discoverability. So let's get past it and figure out a way to get it done on our own. But go ahead, guys. Sorry.
The way you've built your channel, is you're on every day. And if you want to get discovered, you have to be on every day.
Use my other social media. Exactly. And you have to team up. You have to have Michael Bathurst bring his people. Yeah.
Yeah, Max's people. Yeah. So
Max's people, exactly.
And
how it works.
This is how it works. We piggyback off of each other. We're respectful to each other.
Bathurst. Amen. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. But I think also, Rav, I get what you're saying totally. It did seem a little belittling to me, I have to say.
Well, I apologize because I didn't intend that.
It's okay. I can handle it.
Yeah. No. I can be a little off-putting sometimes when I'm passionate. So I
like passion. I like it. But I think that the conversations happening, I don't know for anyone else, but I think in the comments, is kind of that idea.
Lindsay wants me to explain it better. Go ahead, Max. Sorry.
Is the idea that Happs, very different than Periscope, is that Pablo and Peter and Mark and everything, they want to hear all of the stuff. They want to hear what's going on. So I think that this conversation is happening only because they have done such a great job in setting up, tell us what you think, and so we're telling what we think.
Listen, guys, I have to go. I just want to make Michael. One quick point.
Thank you,
wonderful
Michael.
meeting you, Max. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a little starstruck today. This is really wonderful. Thank you. The other part I want to express here is we are so blessed to have this format. Number one. Number two, I've never been in a community that has been so supportive. So I do not have these complaints. I'm absolutely flabbergasted at the support I've had. And I agree with you. Once you get around 300,000 views, you're starting to be in a zone of where you can make some profitability.
Yeah.
As we were saying early, show me the money.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a JOB if you want to be with me.
Look at Bobby or somebody said 800. Oh, Alex Mahadra. The dude is at 800,052 views. He has worked his butt off to get there. So,
I do want to say this really quickly because it does it does kind of speak to this. The technicality of it is that Periscope had a strike on me. This is so personal. I'm just gonna say it. A strike on me 4 years ago because I did one thing and I could never bring my Periscope people over here. And so no matter what, and listen, Pablo and Peter tried with Periscope to help me, and they just Twitter won't let me. I've got a thing on my account. And so I have like thousands of people over on Periscope that aren't here. They have to rediscover me here, which is fine. But it's kind of like easy to say that when it's like it's all done for you. It's like boom. But if it's not done for you, it's a little bit different. That's all.
Well, and I'm incredibly frustrated with my the fact that my algorithm is completely blown, and the only way I can fix it is to spend a lot of money, and then Twitter will fix it for me in a heartbeat. And it makes me sad because I worked really hard to build a following that likes what I do. But and
what do you mean spend money?
Twitter didn't. Well, Twitter didn't like what I was doing, and so their algorithm, when the percentage of my followers that didn't like what I was doing, which was smaller than the percentage that did, started to turn against me, then the algorithm makes it where they don't show you. You're not discoverable. I'm not discoverable at all on Twitter, like basically zero discoverability. And so if I wanted that to be undone, if you spend $50 in Twitter ads and there's a problem, then they won't talk to you. But if you spend $5,000, you can call them and they'll fix the algorithm for you. Take care, Lindsay. And
I had no idea, Rev. I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't think I'm dismissing anybody's
money so that they can fix my thing on my Twitter account.
Yep. Probably start running some ads. If the ads don't get seen, then you can complain and they'll fix it. But you got to spend a lot before they'll actually let you call them and complain. Otherwise, it's just going to be email.
Well, I'm kind of done.
But I don't think, Michelle, that I've been poo-pooing anybody's ideas. No, I've been passionate about. I just don't think people should expect any discoverability, and
But also, Rev, I would say that what you're saying is totally legit, completely. But I also think that a lot of people don't really realize is like, well, then you just make your own discoverability, which I get what you're saying totally. But I think a lot of people don't really get that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm right here. I will help anybody. I told somebody today, thank you, Chris. I am just trying to talk through it. I told somebody today, you have to be a premium ads partner and roughly $10,000 from what I heard. Thank you, MMA. Right. I thought I might be able to get away with 5. Now I got to make an extra $10,000 to get Twitter to fix it. And, if I decide to do that, I will. But
for what though? I mean, are you going to make the $10,000 back? Are you going to make?
Yes. If I had discoverability on Twitter, yes, I would make it back very fast because I would be bringing in hundreds and hundreds of people every day to come here. And I'm not doing this for fun anymore. I'm doing this for profit. And if people don't like that, that's why I'm transparent about it. I'm here to make money and I'm here to serve my mission. So
that's just a lot of money to spend.
Well, me too. This is a business.
Yeah, I mean, but it's business. It's a business expense. It's a write down. This is a business for me. So now it is. But but I'm seriously, if you guys, even though my algorithm isn't great, I do have a broader reach than most people. So if you want to give me 3 tweets a day, and somebody took me up on it today, give me 3 tweets that you want me to tweet and I'll tweet them for you. And let's pool together, retweet everybody's stuff. I don't see people retweeting each other's stuff very often because we haven't coordinated it. So all I'm saying is let's coordinate our discoverability. Let's get past my being an asshole and let's work on discoverability for all of us. Anybody wants to do discoverability, DM me. We'll set up a meeting right here. We'll set up a time and go ahead, Max. I'm talking too much.
I don't think you're an asshole.
Well,
That's the first
yeah,
thing.
I mean, no, but I mean, I know I can be a jerk when I'm defending something. I mean, you know,
Well, I think
it's
the
just
only thing
kind of who I
is,
am.
I
Hey,
think
well,
that
hey,
what
Colin.
I mean, is that I said it before. I think that you're kind of assuming that people know that, but they don't.
That's a good, right. No, that's a good,
And they
that's very
don't.
good to
They
point
just
out.
don't.
Yeah.
And I kind of know
Right.
it, but I don't totally know it. Like hearing this whole $10,000 to Twitter, you know, I
know.
never really heard that before.
Like,
So,
it's like extortion.
yeah, oh yeah, it is.
You know how
But
many
also
times I've
it's like
written them?
Google ads
Yeah.
or advertising your business. It's like, you know,
Right.
I don't do a lot of, you know, ads for my business, although my business coach is like, you need to be
Yeah, I know.
like,
I know.
yeah. But you know, I have a stream of steady clients and students that are coming in. It's not like I'm not a multimillionaire at all, but at the same time, even doing what I'm doing, you know, my programs get filled and people come and everything's like,
Right.
if I start sending $5,000, I'm like, do I want to do that? I'm not sure.
And yeah, and this
Hi,
again,
Eleanor.
platform
Hi.
is built for people to make money. If you choose not to make money, it's cool. It's awesome. It's great.
Yeah.
But you know, it's built for people to make money. It's not built for people not to make money. It's built for people to make money.
Remember Busker?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of
People didn't like that. Yeah.
It's Busker and Blab kind of combined.
Right. Right.
It's like that, which I love, which I think is awesome. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
And
Great
I think
idea.
everyone's doing something different here, which is awesome. You know, it's like you look at YouTube and there are people that are just like content as far as like, you know, whatever it happens to be. But then there's also people that are just being like, I'm picking my nose and playing a game.
Right.
And it doesn't matter. You can't say one's better than the other, but it also depends on your audience and where your audience is too,
Right.
or who's coming to you. I just want to say that.
Mm-hmm. And I do want to say that the again, I've said it 3 times, and some of you obviously, you know, are sitting at your desk in your office somewhere and like, no, I can't come up. You know what I mean? Like, my boss is over my shoulder, or you know, I'm on a Zoom meeting. I do that all the time. I'm broadcasting and I'm on a Zoom meeting. Yeah, and then I never make a mistake with the mute button. Haha. But
Yeah.
but yeah, this is a horrible way to have a deep, thorough discussion where you guys are making comments that can be easily misinterpreted, versus up here talking. So that's a huge thing about this format.
And I love this format too because of that, which I think is like far and above so many things. It's
Mhm.
like
yeah.
that for me, the voice thing on Periscope never really worked. That
Right.
people come in, it always would, everything would break down for me, whatever. But I think this is so much better in that way. Even if you come up and you don't have your picture on, at least you can hear your voice.
Yeah, right. What I'd like to do is I'd like to have like some graphics, like standard graphics, where if somebody's coming up here, like it shows a picture of something or something, like it'd be nice to see something there, but we don't have to see your face, that's fine.
Right.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, as they say on Clubhouse, we could reset the room here. And what we're talking about, it's welcome all Happs users, community forum and FAQ. The community forum part is we've been nailing it right here. We have been nailing it. And anybody that wants to do a community forum, because somebody came in, I think it was Grizz, and he's like, is this an interview show? Grizz just wants to know, that's just his personality. Is this an interview show or what is this? So this is a community forum. And it's a community forum, and we're doing exactly what we should do. I urge everybody to also host community forums, so it's not just me. And I really appreciate all of you talking about this. And yeah, go ahead, Max.
I was just going to ask you really quickly, because this is a business thing for me. Although, listen, in my community, I love that. It's all great. Is that you just mentioned Clubhouse. I was just on Clubhouse before. And if I look at, what works for me business-wise, which is very interesting, is that right now, just level playing field, Happs versus Clubhouse. It's very interesting because I'll do a Clubhouse. I'll even be just a guest moderator, or I'll do my own room or whatever, or I'll just be there.
Right.
I will get off 30, 40 minutes of Clubhouse, and I'll have like 20 new followers on Instagram. I guarantee you, I have not had a new follower on Instagram from doing these in more than a year, for sure.
So that's really good. So
that's a business wise.
What's the difference? Right.
So there's something different there. First of all,
I love Clubhouse. It's not a competitor in my mind, and I have a list of about 300 people that would be awesome on here, and I'm going through them one at a time because my system, if nobody's figured this out, my system is to bring somebody that deserves, because they've worked hard, recognition. So I bring them on my show, and the little reach that I have, they get some recognition. But the more important thing for me is I let them play on the platform. Notice I give them director control so that they can, wow, this is cool. And then I help them come back and do their own thing. So if you observe what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to build it, and I have a specific purpose. And you're 100%. No, but I'm curious with the Clubhouse, what do you think the difference is? Why does that work in Clubhouse and not work in Happs?
Okay, you ready? Here's my answer.
Yep.
Numbers.
6 million versus whatever we have here,
And I'll tell you, this is nothing against Happs, because I love Happs. I love the whole, I'm just going to state that.
I'm sure Happs wants to hear this.
Every time that I mention Happs to someone that doesn't know, no one knows what Happs is. Everyone knows what Clubhouse is. And so I think that's an important discussion to have, business-wise especially, is that, you know what? Clubhouse is like all over the place. And to the certain extent that it's gotten ridiculous, even just a few months
and it's got this cachet, right?
For sure. For sure.
So here's the thing, too, with Clubhouse that's very interesting. There's some level of freedom with the anonymity of just voice for people.
I agree.
They open up, and so Happs is not going to be Clubhouse, but I see them as very complementary, because if you come over from Clubhouse and you've been successful, you can see the power of Happs, but that it's different. And that's our job. To me, my job is, if I want this network to survive, promote the hell out of it. And I go into Clubhouse and I say, I did it the other night. It was hilarious, because you're going to get to see this guy, Gavin. And I put up a title that said, pitch me why you should be on the big interview. I didn't say Happs. I didn't say anything. And nobody knows what the big interview is, but people are like, why should I be on something? And they jump in the room. One of the persons that jumped on the room was Gavin, who already knows me and knows I want to talk to him. And I hadn't yet. And he jumped in and we confirmed it. So
I love that.
Clubhouse is just, it's beautiful working. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think it's great. I think it's really, really great. I mean, the obvious difference, I mean, there's differences, but, the difference between Clubhouse and here is that, for my money, what I've experienced on Clubhouse is that the majority of people that are on Clubhouse are all trying to build businesses. Whereas on Happs...
Well, you're kind of locked in that path, too.
Because
that's what you want, and Clubhouse will lock you in that path.
Of course.
I'm locked in the path with a lot of actors. Like, most of the people that I find are actors, because that's who I'm looking for. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I'm an actor. Did you know I'm an actor?
I didn't. That's awesome. Well, when are you coming on my show?
I made my living as an actor for forever. So I started acting when I was 2 years old. And then I became a coach later on. I don't really act anymore. But I've acted forever. That's why I'm in New York, because I was an actor. I mean, I am an actor.
Are you available at 10 p.m. during the week?
It depends on the 10 p.m. Wait, are you on East Coast time?
Yeah, I'm talking, but your time. Your time. Would you be available sometime at 10 p.m.?
Yeah. Depends on the day, but yeah.
Yeah. Give me a day.
I don't have anything to promote because I have. Okay, this is.
No.
This is so law of
No.
attraction. I can't even tell you. Let me say this. Right?
Yeah, when you're ready.
Last night I had a dream. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
This is how it all works. I had this dream about me being an actor. And I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but what's happening right now is very interesting because I'm being recognized as an actor.
Right.
So if you wanted to, listen, I am studied. I've been around the block. I've done tons of shows since I was a little boy. I've done TV. I've done some film. I've done a lot of theater. So if you want to talk about that, I'm willing to talk about it. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. And when you're ready, Max, to promote something, we could do that too. You know what I mean? Because this is the 100% the purpose. No, okay. I want to make some money.
Walt, I did.
But the point of the big interview is to amplify the impact, raise the profile of everybody that comes on that program. Nobody's going to come on that program that I don't want to help them be able to get more out of what they're doing. So yeah, 100%. That's beautiful, honored. Dude. I can't wait to have you on.
I'd be honored. And I love talking about theater and talking about acting. And what's interesting is that, I'm so, because I live, 2 blocks from Times Square, and, so many of my friends do theater. And, what's happened to theater and the arts and Broadway and all that stuff has just been devastating, and which they don't talk about on regular news or whatever. It's all about making sure the sports comes back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, that's great. Sports, great. But
I could do without sports, but
there are dancers, there are producers, there are costume people, there are all these actors that are all screwed because of.
You know how many people have gone back to Kansas or Wyoming or wherever they left to chase their dreams in New York, and will never be able to make it back, and it's really sad. And
hopefully it's not never, but
I don't mean that the industry isn't coming back, but I mean for them it could be tough.
It could be like a big. And I know as an actor, it was, it's a hard road, and but what's so great in this new relief package, I don't know if you know, but over like 145 million has been given back to the National Endowment for the Arts and National Endowment for the Humanities because of this.
Oh, good.
Which is like,
that's very good.
Just like, thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord indeed.
So,
and to me, we should always be funding the arts, good times or bad times.
Well, it always keeps us literate. It keeps us opened up to life, to other things beyond our own little world. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I love it. Eleanor can't find her place in Clubhouse. I know, it's kind of an interesting thing. It is an interesting thing.
Well, undo the trending, Eleanor. Go to settings and turn off trending. It's the second one from the top. Turn that off because it's showing you stuff that is all stuff that you probably don't want to see, because the trending stuff tends to be like spammy. And let's see. Oh, and by the way, if anybody has been able to make using Clubhouse on your PC work, I would appreciate it, because it can be done, but I don't know how to code Python. So,
well, a lot of people have been double streaming, triple streaming their Clubhouses too.
Yeah, they'll get you for that.
Yeah, I know. They've been doing it for sure. They've been doing it. Sports for the blind. Probably a lot of things you don't know. The biggest thing you probably know, and this is old, because listen, I'm 56, so
no way.
Probably the
dude,
thing
you look awesome.
Thank you. What you would know is I used to do a lot of Beverly Hills 90210 back in the day. Not the new one, the old one.
Were you like? Wait a minute. Which one were you?
No, I played a tiny little bit first. I was in the back. I was up for a big, huge role on the last season where I was supposed to be this. I was always cast back then as the funky, dark, kind of brooding kind of dude.
I love it.
Fun. But yeah, I did quite a few of those, but you wouldn't really recognize me then. but a lot of theater, and I was employed as an actor doing regional theater all over the place for a long time. So yeah.
Well, what I like to say is, I look marvelous for 75.
You do.
I do, right? For 75, I look great. But dude, you look great. Seriously, 54, I'm going to have to start working out or something.
No,
Man,
56.
you look awesome.
56.
56. Oh, good Lord. Stop making me look worse.
Well, I just let all my gray grow back in. But
yeah, you look great, dude.
Rev, I am kind of obsessed with skincare.
And my skin's actually not too bad. I'm pretty greasy.
Oh, that's good. I'm greasy too.
Right.
Greasy is better.
Yeah.
Greasy's better.
Greasy's very better. That's what my executive producers is like. You basically have no wrinkles, and it's because you're full of grease. You know, so,
it's mucho better to have grease.
Yeah. Yep.
My God, too funny.
By the way, we are 2 hours and 43 minutes into this. It's crazy. But my name's Revolution McKinnis. This is Max Ryan. This is Happs. If you are in, no, I'm not 75 Sports for the Blind. It's a joke. There are
my shirt.
This is Happs Community Forum being driven by the community, and it's much appreciated. And yeah, we can keep this dialogue going. Anybody wants to pool some resources for our own discoverability, please DM me. Actually, it's probably better to do it on Instagram because I won't see the ones on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I'm perfectly happy. I don't have much money, obviously, but I think if 100 of us put $10 each, we could start running some ads somewhere, and they would be driving traffic to here. Not necessarily driving traffic to the individuals, but we can think of some things, you know.
I'm all about that. I think that there are enough people that are regulars that we see all the time. You've seen a lot of these people that would be willing to do some of that. And, you know, you obviously know more about it than I do. And I would be willing to do some of that stuff for sure. For sure. Because
thanks, Max.
Want to
awesome.
be able to say to people, Happs, and they start to be like, oh, I think I heard about that. That needs to be happening because, you know, listen, right now I'm on YouTube and all that stuff. I think it's important. Sports for the Blind is always here. Yassine's always here. I mean, a lot of people are always here. I think that, you know, doing that like as a group might be good. And, you know, yeah, I think that's great. I love it.
I'm going to pull my head away for half a second because my phone's not charging. I got to check my wires. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh my God. Am I hosting? Eleanor is completely gone.
You're hosting.
Okay, I'm hosting. All right. So, what is everyone in the chat? What are you thinking? Hi, Walt. The Periscope Global Search Map was awesome. You could preview the globe and look for content. I know, August. I get that. And you know, it's interesting because I always feel like this kind of idea that so many of us have been like weaned from Periscope and grew up in Periscope, and that we are not exactly wanting that similar thing here on Happs. But I think that we have to be open to something new, you know, and who knows what that's going to be, you know, which is what this discussion is all about, I think. Right. I joined a few minutes ago. Very enjoyable. Hi, Sonia. Good to see you. Sonia in Ireland.
Hi, Sonia.
Should bring that over here. So August is saying, since you missed it, August is saying, bring the searchable globe map over here from Periscope.
Good idea. I'm guessing that the team at Happs is going to watch this. I'm sure they've heard about it. Pablo's probably been in here a while, but send that message to Pablo, and I know Pablo will pass it along to the team. And if it's something they can do right away, you'll hear right away. If it's something they can do in the future, it might take a little while before you hear about it. But I don't think anything you say is ever off the table. So,
yeah, yep. I agree. You're right, Joy. Periscope was our adolescence. I mean, who knows? You know, there's no time. You know, there's no time, so it doesn't matter. Happs on mobile is a subpar experience. I've heard that from many people because, and I said this in my broadcast last week, is that I've had, people that have followed me, I don't know about you, for years, that are like, oh, I can't deal with that Happs thing. It's too small. And then I have to go back to send, and then they get frustrated, and it's confusing. It can be confusing. I think it's better than it was.
Cheers, August.
Beer.
Yeah, I mean,
Cheers,
I'm a little mixed. I have mixed feelings about the mobile app because I think, for some people it works well enough, but again, we're in beta. But I do have a problem with it when I have a guest who signs on through the mobile and, then tries to work it. And then they're like, well, I don't know if I even want to come on your show because I can't even make this work. And I'm like, well, hold on. We're in beta. So you really need to be on your laptop. It's just the reality. And because you're a professional artist or actor or something, you wouldn't want to be on your mobile anyway. It would look tacky. I have a format that I maintain, and it's a format designed for the desktop. So, part of that is what you decide. But, there's a lot of people that like to go.
Not everybody has a desktop right now, though.
Well,
That's
right.
true.
And in some cases, if we have enough money someday, then we ship them out a laptop and they ship it back. That's what they do. You got to understand, on the networks, they don't do it so much anymore, but they would ship you out a whole package, like half a truckload of stuff for you to do your remote stuff. And then they'd ship it back. Then it got down to the size of a briefcase. They'd ship you the briefcase with all the instructions. An engineer would get on. He'd walk you through all of it. Well, now you can do it with a cell phone, but it's obvious with a cell phone. Yeah. And not everybody has a desktop. But to be frank, most of the people that are going to come on my show probably do have that. And the people that don't, I'll find a way to accommodate it,
Well, listen, when I first started doing Happs, I had I was just using my webcam, and it was it's horrible. I mean, notoriously, webcams in computers are horrible. So I was like, this looks awful. It doesn't look anything like Periscope because my phone camera was 10 times better than
way
that.
Better. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got an external camera, and it makes it look. I look really young.
Well, I'm on an iPhone 8 right now, running virtual through OBS, and it looks pretty good. So you got good lighting there, though.
Oh yeah, it's all about lighting.
You're on a phone.
It is all about lighting. Do you have how many lights do you have there?
I have a ring light that I've used forever, and that ring light can go white, it can go like gray, and it can go orange, and it can go. Now I have it in between orange and white.
Yeah, looks great.
No, I'm telling you, the white. But the camera I got randomly, I got on Amazon. I was like, I'm just going to try that camera. It got good reviews, and the camera, I don't have it on right now, but the camera actually has a light around the camera, a ring light around the camera.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So, listen,
cool.
What am I? And I'm an actor. Lighting is everything.
So, hit me up on IG, and when you get the chance, and let's. This week I've only got a couple people. Next week it's starting to fill up, but any night this week we'll figure it out. Beyond that, I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. So,
okay, I have one thing, and then I'm going to go. Rev. Thank you, Joy. I'm 6 years old now, actually.
You're 6.
One thing, and this is kind of like, to me, it's a big deal, the two things. Why don't we have a clickable link for our profile to go to our link tree?
Yes. Okay. I don't know.
Normal.
But yeah,
that's one thing.
I think that is probably just not a priority to the team, and I think we all should send an email. I'm literally gonna type one up right now. Okay. Max, can you do the same? Do you have time?
Yeah, I will do it. I have Pablo's thing. I will do it.
Okay, I'm doing it right now. Everybody that wants a link for Linktree or whatever, let's send them an email link right now. Right.
Yeah. Thanks, Joy. I love you. I think that's just such a simple thing that they could do. To me, I'm not a coder, but I'd be like, hello. because right now I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna find your Instagram, Rev.
Yeah.
I will follow you.
It's on my profile.
Yeah, mine is too for sure. There was another point I was gonna make, and then I want to go. Shoot, it was a good one. Darn it. That's what happens when you're 56. It just flies out the window.
I know.
Oh, shoot. What were we talking about before? I don't know. I am Benjamin Button. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay.
let's definitely send that. And everyone else that's interested in that, some people don't care, but I think that a lot of people on here would be like, you know, I figured it out. It came back. So this is one of the things, is being able to contact each other through Happs would be really, really great on some level, because, you know, I donated for Lucia's thing and everything. And I wasn't there and it got busy. And then people are like, oh, someone won your reading. Someone won it, and you won something. But no one ever.
Yeah, I kind of think it's a double-edged sword with because I really would love to be able to just DM you on Happs. And the only thing is, it's another place that you have to worry about communicating on, which I think is okay. Right, I guess sometimes maybe some people wouldn't want to be contacted, but then you just turn it off. But yeah, I think it'd be a great idea. And the other thing too is have a back channel when you're doing the show. I know that we have the back channel here, but for me, it's easier to do like a WhatsApp back channel because I can just type with my thumbs and not have to go down to the box, but always at least use the back channel that's here to communicate to each other. Makes a big difference in helping your shows. And yeah, definitely please send them a message about the link. And I know I've heard it discussed before that people want whatever feature we were just talking about, and I can't remember. That's my brain.
Well, the clickable link, the clickable bio link.
Clickable link for sure. Send a message. Sure. Yeah.
So the one thing is that what we used to have with Periscope, I'm sorry, I don't want to compare it anymore, but we have to, is that you could always we were connected to our Twitter, so you could just send a message on Twitter. So
yeah, exactly.
That's the thing that makes it like we want a community, and it's like, how are they? Right. I guess they could do the extra work and find our Instagram, I guess.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing too,
yes, I'm 60. I'm 65.
If you go to someone's profile, you can click on their Instagram or their Twitter or anything they have linked up to.
Right.
Here.
Right.
But I would say that we've all seen it with the Q&A shows with these guys, where Peter will say they're going to put it on. It's on the roadmap, and it's become a drinking game because they say it's on the roadmap so much. But then we heard him say one day, like, no, that's on the back burner. Yeah, if it's on the back burner, probably not going to happen anytime soon. But if it's on the roadmap, I know these two things are most likely on the roadmap, but let's see if we can get them to bump it up a little, because I cannot stand on having a link. Like that link for me and you and everybody else, that's a discoverability issue that could easily be solved.
Exactly.
But it could still be rejected for things that we don't know why, but let's ask for sure. So I hope you all emailed them.
For sure. Well, I mean, it'll be easier because I know about, I mean, it's so easy. I would just be like, go to link in my bio. You can go link in my bio, go link in my bio, and they would just get it. So, all right, I got to go. Rev, I love you so much. You're awesome.
I love you too, man. This is so fun. Like, seriously, I love Happs. Like, I can't wait till I get back to New York and we get to hang out, but I love it right now that we can hang out together, man. It's so awesome. Yeah.
You're awesome. Keep up the awesome work. And and then one thing is that, I found you in your political stuff, and then I didn't know you did anything else. So it was like,
well, Thursday nights for sure. Political for sure. Cat, she's a genius. Have you seen her?
Yes.
Yes. She's like, I just become the funny Ed McMahon guy because she's so smart.
I love it. I love it,
Max. So I will try and squeeze in some more politics just for you, man. Okay. Thanks, buddy.
Love you all.
You take care.
Have a great night,
Love you too.
everybody.
Love everybody.
Bye.
You too, man. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm by myself. Sorry. I am texting somebody back, and I literally can't do two things at once. What's Max's skincare secret? Oh, we were talking about that in the green room. He made a deal with the he has a serious skincare routine. He really does. He'd be happy to tell you about it. You're welcome, Walt. Almost 3 hours. Yeah. See, this is why we do these community discussions, folks. I think we made a lot of progress. All right. I know there are a lot of you watching who haven't come up here. And I just want to say that though I constantly recognize the people that are here, I really value you that you watch this program. And there are actually way more of you probably than that we know. But yeah, I think the point about the link is something that would be really nice to be added. But I don't know. Maybe the coding, makes it a problem right now. I don't know. I'm not a tech guy. But and maybe there's another reason we don't have it, but we won't get it unless we ask. So I'm gonna give us about 5 minutes. If anybody else wants to come up, I'll give us till 4:30. But if we don't have anybody that wants to come up, by 4:10 or so, then I'm going to shut it down. You know what else I wish we had? Like Clubhouse. I wish I had some kind of transfer ability so I could give this to CS. Hey, CS, do you have time to come up here for a minute, man? Do you? Do you, dude? I want to ask you something. I want to ask it in person. If you got time. Good, buddy. Come on up. Am I choppy? Because I'm not in my OBS, but I am once I get out to the internet. DreamWork Teamwork Award. No, I didn't freeze. I just, I'm really good at not moving.
Mhm.
I'm perfect at it. It's like, it's like an art. There he is. What's up, dude?
Hey.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, artist, Bonvadant, Bonbon Eater. No, I don't know about the third one. Yes, Murphy.
Keto diet, sorry.
Keto diet. I like keto or Cheeto.
Well, we do have Cheeto every about 30 days or so, but not Cheeto is in the orange cheddar crisps.
Yes.
We're talking about like a cheat day where we can just binge on stuff. The funny thing is that when I've been on this diet since the beginning of 2021. The cheat day was rather non-eventful. I enjoy my diet so much so that, the Ben and Jerry's and the potato chips are a thing of the past, I think.
Right.
Yeah. Feeling pretty good.
Hold on one second. Let me answer this
Sure
question.
thing.
And I want to ask you one.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing out there in Happs land?
Okay, yeah. Did you draw a picture of me?
I think when we're on a group
there's this
discussion,
really cool picture. There's this really cool picture that Lindsay Badger pointed out, and then I think she did it again last night. That you were drawing when I was on the screen, and like I want to buy a digital copy of that because I want to use it for stuff, and I don't have a lot of money, but I want to give you a fair price. So if I can put it on layaway or something, I'd really like to use that. It's fun, and and I think we should do something. We'll talk because I want to talk offline too. But I wanted to talk to you about the picture. And then hang on. Let me do something real quick, and then because I'm like, did he draw that on paper or digitally? And like, I was hoping if it was digital and it wasn't paper and like you didn't toss it or something, because it's really fun. I love it. I want to do I'd love to have like a Gleesy print or something of it and put it on my wall, but I want to use it, for some fun digital stuff, So just we'll figure out what a fair price is, and then and it might be $5 at a time for 500 years, but I'll get you the money eventually.
Well, that's all right. I take soul fragments as well.
Oh, wow. Well, let's talk about a bigger painting then. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, somebody out there with the great white beard, Rev. Yeah, wasn't that great? I love that. It's really neat. And the headphones and everything, really neat. I'm actually very flattered and honored that you did it. It's really neat.
It's my pleasure. So yeah, what is Max's skincare secrets, man? He up and just said he was 56, and I zoomed in on him. I'm like, wait a second.
The blood of babies.
Dude looks like he's like not even a day past 35. Skin secrets, please. What's going on, Helen? Lindsay's here. What's going on? Hey, everybody.
That's
How are you, Eleanor?
I'm all right. I'm dealing with a little stomach pain right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So
I'll be right back, guys. The executive producer's here. Hang on one sec.
All right.
It's always leaving. Always leaving.
Oh, and everybody gets to see my lovely, crappy room.
It's incredible.
Hold on, let me just
every day and time. Badges every day and time.
Let me just yeah. I don't know whether or not I have that drawing still. I like kind of just whipped it out of nowhere. I'd be more than happy to do a new one for him. I'm gonna turn.
Oh, no, I'm here. What
just
happened?
Because. No, I'm still here. I just.
Oh, okay.
Did I erase it live? I erased it on live? I did, didn't I? I probably did something silly like that. Whoops, what's going on here? Sorry.
You should get one with a mic in it, because he wants to turn it into a shirt that says, oh, what did you say? Badges? What is like mute as fuck or something like that, or I can't remember exactly what it was.
Mute as fuck.
Yeah, because he's always mute and he's just talking, but you can't hear him. And he always says his most profound thing. Yep, mute as. Yeah, that'd make a great shirt.
See, when you said that at first, I thought like mute as in like mute, like someone is mute, not a mute button. So I don't know if that's a good idea. The Rev, mute as fuck. I don't know. It's not a very good tagline.
He's talking
Oh
right
my
now.
God. You heard about that too, CS?
We're talking about it now, dude.
Everywhere. Oh my God. It's funny as hell, though. It's
It's
funny as
kind of
hell.
a trademark.
No,
It's
I know
great.
it's not marketable, but I want T-shirts. Mute AF. I want to sell those bad
Helen
boys.
thought the same thing. That's funny. Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that. Somebody found it. Yeah, I'll draw you a better one, Rev. I just kind of like sketch that right quick. You're mute again. Wait, it's official. It's got to be mute as fuck.
I unmuted myself. This is a conspiracy. I know I unmuted myself. Okay, maybe I didn't.
It's official.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. There you go. Yeah, I want T-shirts. We're gonna use those for a fundraiser for some folks. That would be perfect.
That would be cool. So you want the mic in front of you too? That the mic included and all that?
Sure, dude, you're the artist, you know. But that might be neat. That would be neat. Sure you did. Thanks, Sports for the Blind. Thanks for the, you know, yeah, the confidence booster. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. Hold on.
Ooh.
Somebody got a tweet. All right,
Yeah.
CS. That is just so awesome, my friend. I just think it's awesome that you drew me, and tell folks that are, because there's going to be a lot of people, I think, that'll end up watching this, because I think there's been some great discussion. So, tell us about
Hi, Walt.
what you do. What do you do, man? What's your thing on here? And yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the giving me your platform to do this. I
Anytime,
am an
brother,
artist.
anytime.
Yeah, I do art. I love art. I live, breathe, and sleep art. I should have changed my name to art. But no, I in all seriousness, I've been drawing since a very early age. I think I drew my first airplane at 4, and then my mom was like, "Oh, we've got an artist," and then I just grew up drawing life, drawing my experiences, all that stuff, and just drawing literally inspiration from my own life. And then, just fast forward many decades later, maybe 2. And, there's like ways to draw on screens now and connect your computer to like things that you can draw with, all these amazing peripherals, 3D, there's sculpting, and now VR. Over the past 4 years, I've just kind of immersed myself in whatever artistic, and have grown with the trends, and kind of consider myself a thought leader, especially in the VR and the augmented reality.
My God, you have to be, for drawing and everything. Jeez, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. You're fun to watch, and yeah,
Thanks,
you've
man.
definitely got a lot of talent. And I don't think I knew anything about VR art prior to 8 weeks ago. Probably, maybe I'd seen it something, in passing or whatever. But
Right.
Yeah, it's huge. Oh, and can I?
Oh,
Do
cool.
you use OBS?
I do.
And so would you, I haven't decided whether I want a green screen, and I actually would appreciate if you folks would kind of tell me what kind of background, what might look good. Can't do anything about the foreground. I don't have money for surgery, but what you guys might think. Huh?
I could paint
They
you a
might color.
painting.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's an idea right there. But yeah, you could do some green screen stuff. Eleanor could do a painting. Actually, Eleanor could do a painting, and then we could have that painting green screened, and I could use it at different times when I was like in casual mode or whatever. So, but I would definitely want some green screen tips at some point.
You want a green painting?
Like a what? A green painting?
just like canvas.
Yeah, you can buy green screen paint. Is it better to paint my wall green or get a cloth?
You want flat paint, if anything. You don't want anything that has a glossy finish, because if you have lights in your room, they'll just reflect and cause all of these overexposures in the green screen. You want it as, clean and flat as possible. So
matte, yeah.
But you
I
can
know
do
they
it.
sell green screen paint. I know they sell it, but
and t-shirts.
Green screen t-shirts. Oh, that'd be cool.
I was actually thinking about chroma keying my t-shirt and just putting my logo in there. So as I'm moving around, you can kind of see it moving around.
That'd be fun.
It would be cool.
So what do you do by day? Like you do this art all day long for money too?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very awesome.
You know, Three Dog Night?
I do.
Yeah, I did their latest album cover. They're friends of mine.
Is it out?
I'm not sure. It was supposed to drop last February, but because of COVID and everything, they were yanked off tour, and they just ended up going on tour again. But I worked on their album cover for a number of years and got the.
How'd you get that gig?
I did volunteer at LA Children's Hospital up until last year. And I'm an art volunteer there. And I did that for the past 4 years and ended up becoming amazing friends with Lori Hutton. She's the president and organizer of HARK, which is Healing Arts Reaching Kids. And I have yet to miss a day there. So it was like 4 straight years of just volunteering, which was awesome, every Tuesday during their art workshop. And then Lori just invited me over to her place up in Laurel Canyon because she was having a barbecue, and I go there. And I'm not going to name drop, but there are some pretty influential people there. Like everyone's like, "Oh, hey, everybody, this is Chris," and I'm like, "Oh, hi," and I'm like, "Oh, there's Jane Lynch. Oh, hi. Oh, hey," So that kind of whole thing happened, and then come to find out that Lori's husband is actually Danny Hutton, who is the lead singer of Three Dog Night. So we're all dear friends, and we hang out on occasion. But yeah, to answer your question, absolutely, I do art for a living. That's how I make my money.
A beautiful thing, man, because it's, there's a lot of people that are artists and would just dream of being able to make a living. So that is, amen. Way to go, brother. Living the dream is a serious accomplishment. I really love that. I'm looking on Wikipedia, see if we can see their most recent album. Discography. I'm assuming the original members of it have changed over the years. This is usually what happens with bands.
Yeah, a couple of the singers had passed away, but he is one of the founding
originals
and remaining members so far. Yeah,
gotcha.
His son plays bass for him when the bass player can't do legs of certain tours and stuff like that. Yeah, great people.
That is so great. So yeah, it's a green screen. John Powell, thank you, Colin. By the way, nobody's taken me up on this, so I'm going to do them one at a time. But if you saw Kate Tucker's interview with me on Friday and you liked Kate's music, if you go sponsor somebody for $5 and you screenshot the fact that the payment went through, I will give you either a $5 Apple gift card, or I will gift you her EP. No, I won't give you a $5 gift card. I'll give you $3.99 plus whatever the taxes are on that, because I don't want to give you 1 penny more than I have to. But I'll gift you the EP. I said I would do it for up to 5 people, But if I have to do it for 5 people, you got to give me like 5 days, to get it done. But if somebody does it right now, I mean, do it. Give me a receipt in my Twitter. Tell me you did it, because she's really good, and I would really like to get her EP out there, because
Nice.
she's that good that it's worth it. So yeah. All right. Let's see. I had another thought. Hang on one second here. Make sure you're following everyone, please, everybody. It's important. I think Michael Bathurst brought it up. This is like a reciprocal community. You bring people up, and they bring their followers with you. Multicast. If you want more people to know who you are, you got to multicast.
Yeah, that's very important. Makes the world go round, and it keeps our programs running, that's for sure.
Right.
Absolutely. Oh,
What the
are you
world
frozen?
needs now. No, I just do that.
Oh, you just pretend you're frozen?
I get no, I don't do it intentionally. I just stop moving.
You just
really
stop
weird.
moving? Yeah, I do that too.
Like
My
when
girlfriend
I'm
cancels
not
me.
talking, I just freeze really well.
Just like zone out. That's what she calls it. Like, what are you doing? Nothing. She's like,
yeah, it's called being 54, and like your brain just glitches. Trust me, people, you don't want it.
yeah,
but it's coming. It's
It
coming.
is.
There, I did it again. So, who's got some more questions that CS or I could answer? I'm going to go into kind of a general discussion while we kind of reset the room, reset the studio, maybe. We're here. It turned out to be a great community forum today. Please do not think that I'm the only one that can call a community forum, because anybody can call. You type it. You just type in the words community forum, turn on the thing, and you've got a community forum. So I'm happy to do it. I love doing it. And I will do it once in a while, but I think it's been very successful. There has been some mention here of monetizing versus not monetizing, and I think there's really some good advice going around out there that if you don't want to make money, turn the banner off. Don't worry about driving traffic to your profile or anything. But everybody on here has every right to ask for a sponsorship and to ask for tips. I know in some cultures it can be a little intimidating or even frowned upon to ask for tips. And I know personally, I don't think there's anybody out there that would say like, I'm not kind of outgoing and talk a lot. Unless you don't know me, but on the inside, I'll even promote, if you allow me to say that my hosting thing, there's a little bit of a character in there, right? I mean, we have different characters and roles that we play all the time. So, there's a little bit of a character in there. I can kind of promote that. But if I have to just nakedly promote myself, I hate it. I dread it. It's so embarrassing. It's so degrading or whatever, but it's really not. And in the case of Helen or Bobby Bicker or C.S. Murphy, people that have, experience in like music. You are naked when you promote. I know, but that's only in the private rooms.
Just from the waist down.
You know,
That's why
exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
come to my OnlyFans. There's nothing on there yet, but there is OnlyFans at RevMac Live because I'm going to figure out a way, to make some money on OnlyFans even. I mean, but you have every right, and no one has any right to tell you any different that you should let it affect you. You're going to get a lot of people that are like, why are you trying to make money? Well, because that's what the platform is for. Okay.
Mhm.
If you want it to be. So if you're having trouble getting sponsors, and you really are having legitimate trouble promoting yourself, I will happily do a Zoom meeting with you, and we'll talk about strategies on how to do it, and we'll also talk about how to get our feelings. I'm no doctor, but how to kind of get there. I've been a sales manager for a long time. I know how to kind of help people find that little place to do some promotion. Kenny, you're having problems. Kenny, I'll help you. But it's easy. It's not hard. It's just, do me a favor, everybody. Go sponsor somebody right now. Just go sponsor them.
Check your text messages.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at that. Awesome. We have a winner. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this in real time, too. Hold on a second. You can announce the winner if you want to come on here. When are you free to do a Zoom meeting? What is today? Monday? I don't think I have any meetings tomorrow after 2, man. Just hit me up. We'll set one up. It's easy. It's easy. Eleanor, should I just say this right now?
Sure. I just couldn't figure out how to get it from my phone to here. So.
Oh, email it to yourself, and then you can.
Yeah,
if
it
you want
sounds
to.
like a bunch of trouble. You can.
Okay, so Eleanor gets a copy of the EP. Could you see that, CS?
Oh, I do not see that. Oh my goodness. How come I didn't get any notifications? Thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that.
So I'll get that over to you in a second, Eleanor. Yeah, it's easy. Listen, seriously, just somebody go like Eleanor just did and make somebody happy. $1 a month, $12 a year is not possible for everybody, but I know there are people out there that it is possible for, and I know there are people out there that $5 a month they could do. Make sure you like them. Make sure that you like their work, and if you want to sponsor somebody, that might already have a lot of sponsors, don't assume that they do, because even if they do,
big problem is with the sponsors thing. You can't find if you're on mobile, there's no way for you to find the sponsor button.
It's not turned on yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not turned on yet. It's just another thing that's just not turned on yet. But it's coming. I know that's coming. Because they act well. Anyway, no, it's public knowledge. They accidentally turned mine on somehow, but it doesn't work anymore. But but Helen pointed that out actually to me that I had it, and it was just a glitch in the matrix. But don't assume anybody's got a lot of sponsors, because I think you'd be surprised. Because for the most part, people don't know how the community works. So every time you have a program, every show, you've got to inform. That's why they have the thing at the beginning. You've got to let people know what Happs is about, what is possible, what people's expectations may or may not be, and you set your expectations, for the room, and you can read through it as a script, or you can do it, like I do, a little more off the cuff. But yeah, I encourage people to go sponsor somebody else, And then I encourage people to go tip somebody else. And then I'm like, and if you like what I'm doing, drop me a tip. If you really like what I'm doing and you got a little extra scratch, sponsor me. $1 a month, I promise you, I will feel touched because I'm still amazed that anybody would take their hard-earned money and give it to me for doing something that I love. But honestly, that's what C.S. Murphy does. People pay him because they love what he does and it benefits their business, right? And that's the difference, but it benefits their business. Like, okay, I'll do that with C.S. Murphy because he's a professional. You don't have to be a professional here to show your support to somebody that you like what they're doing. And even the most casual user of here, if they can't use the money, they'll probably donate it, So we really got to adjust people's thinking because there are people on here that they'll get like angry at you for asking for sponsorships. And I mean, I don't understand it, but yeah, that's what they'll do. So
that scares some people.
Way to go, CS.
Sure. I said that does scare some people. That's for sure.
It does.
I've had a few empty rooms after I've done that. No, just so you know,
right.
I really appreciate
I think Alex
just skedaddle.
Mohadir does it really well because he just says it at the end, flat out. If you like what I'm doing, it'd be great if you sponsored me. I'm going to do it on a 3-hour program. This is maybe the second time. I don't know if I've asked or not. 3.5-hour program. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I should ask every half hour. Like I'm doing myself a disservice if I don't ask every half hour. And if anybody absolutely, positively can't do it, but you're willing to roll in a little promo about yourself, I'll make one for you. If you're not want to do that, invite me into the room once in a while. I'll do it for you. I'll be happy to do it for you. So what is a Happs? I think it kind of like what's happening, what's happening right now. I think that's what a Happs is.
What's happening,
so. Yeah, what's happening.
And if someone asks you, should you go on Happs? You should just say, perhaps you should.
Perhaps.
You should join Happs.
Perhaps you should. All right, everybody. There's a running joke between Bobby Bicker and I, because we've been on the phone a lot, and every time for some reason when Bobby or I would be normally when Bobby would call me, because I wouldn't necessarily do. No, I probably did, but I would always need a shower. Like I'd have to get off the phone. I'm like, Bobby, I got to go. I haven't had a shower all day. I got to go, folks. I started working and I didn't get a shower. And if I don't get a shower soon, it's not going to be pleasant for anybody. So I'm going to get a shower. Hello, Carrie Long. Oh, wait. Carrie Long. Wow. I love you. This is great. We don't get to talk much. So, Carrie, please, let's chat. Follow me on Instagram and maybe come on my show. It would be awesome. So, and we should do you not just normally talk to people? Wait, okay. Clubhouse story. So I'm in a private room in Clubhouse with this like Gandhi and Jesus and Mohammed in their minds, with some important people. and I jump in, they're like, oh, revolution, and they threw me up there and I'm like, yeah, I'm in this shower now. So, I'll just mute myself. And I just started talking and, I was in the shower just talking. So yes, I do that.
But you couldn't mute it because your finger was wet.
Yeah. Right. Oh, I hate that. Right. And the screen goes all crazy.
Like, damn it.
No, because I like to talk. So Carrie, if you would hit me up
Put
on
your phone in a Ziploc.
Yes. Oh, no, my phone's waterproof. It's fine. Carrie, if you would hit me up on Instagram, I would love to set up a time. Helen, I want to set up a time to have you come on. Lindsay, I want to set up a time to have you come on. Obviously, CS, we need to do this. And in your case, CS, we could do it tonight. I think we could do it Thursday or Tuesday, if any of those will work for you, CS. Thank you, Carrie.
Oh, what time today? Just out of
It's
curiosity.
10 p.m. Eastern. 10 p.m. Eastern.
10 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, RevMac Live on Insta. Yep.
Okay. We'll see what's going on, but my week's a little hectic, and then I'm going to Joshua Tree from Friday to Monday. So
yeah, we can do it next week
possibly
too.
Tonight.
You know,
shoot me an invite. If I jump on, I'm like, hey, what's going on? You know, we'll see what happens.
You got it, because otherwise it's just going to be an open forum, unless I'm really hoping I've really been wishing for maybe like Drake or The Weeknd to drop by, and I'll be honest with you, anybody would probably get bumped. I might even bump myself if those guys show up, because I think that'd be really fun. So I'll be like, wait, David Newman, you need to come in my room and interview these people. So thank all of you. I love all of you. Watch David Newman's interview last night. Man, there's a lot of good tips for writing in there. There's a lot of producing tips. There's just stuff that you can learn about to do this. I know Drake, but you'll sing on my show. Thank you. That is a beautiful thing. And sponsor CS Murphy. Go to his page right now and sponsor Carrie Long, and go sponsor Helen, and somehow we have to sponsor you badges, but we'll figure it out. But you know what? I don't know what the policy is here, but if you got a Patreon, put it in the darn chat, okay? And I should find that out but I don't think there's any problem with it, especially if you don't have a VIP. CS, you want to say a final word?
Yeah, most importantly, thank you for everybody that jumps on and keeps me company. I know it's not probably the most active thing to watch and entertaining for some, but I do tend to drift and get into creative mode. I don't ignore anybody, so I see everyone popping in and say hello, even though I have the headset on. I do have the chat there and everything. So if you're reluctant to say hello because I have the headset on, believe you me, I see your comment immediately.
Oh, he's got the headset on. He probably sees more than he's willing to tell you. So
yeah, the room next door, it's crazy. But yeah, and most importantly, Eleanor, thank you again for sponsoring me. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
Definitely.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on the platform.
Yep. That's fun, Eleanor, too, because it'd be fun giving that to you. Thank you, Carrie Long, for the Appreciate You Award. Let me run through the awards list before we go. I want to thank Joy, Carrie Long, Eleanor, Kizzy, Michael Grizz, the MMA for Money show, Liza Donnelly. I love all of you, but we had a great interview. If you didn't see that interview with Liza, you should. And Deanna, thank you very much. All right, everybody, this was great. Eleanor, much love to you. I will be back on tonight, maybe, with CS Murphy at 10 p.m. Eastern. I believe that's 5 a.m. GMT, but I could be wrong. And thanks again. Peace be with you. Oh, and seriously, this was great, the community forum. Peace be with you, and namaste.